I want to show you how to confirm that your 1 minute strategy is likely to play out. So watch this video to the end so you can get value. Now if you notice that something like this has happened on your indicator, on your main chart, you see that there is a crossing of the moving average on your main chart, and about the same time that price crosses your moving average on the main chart, you also notice that the MACD here, the blue line here, has come above the level 85 of our RSI indicator here, this black line here. And then you also notice that around the same time, your awesome oscillator, which are the green stripes here, you see that they've also crossed that level and they are now no longer green. They are now pushing below that level, printing red stripes. Now what you have to do after seeing all these confirmations on the 1 minute time frame is to quickly go to 15 minutes time frame, guys. Let me show you guys. So quickly go to 15 minutes time frame. Sorry about that. Quickly go to 15 minutes time frame and check that on the 15 minutes time frame, you also see that price has crossed below the moving average on the main chart. Okay, you want to see that price has crossed below the moving average on the main chart and has closed below the moving average on our main chart. Okay, just like what we have here. You see there was a crossing of the moving average on our main chart, and then price eventually printed a reversal structure at that level. You can see that there is a reversal structure there, and then goes ahead to cross the moving average and closes below the moving average. All right, now once it closes below the moving average, you're looking out for bearish momentum at that point. You're looking out for the bearish closing price. You want to see that price closes bearish at that level, and then you want to quickly go to your indicator window and also see that the same thing is happening on the indicator window. Right, you can see here our MACD had crossed below the 85 of our RSI, and then our awesome oscillator had started printing green stripes and is dropping below that level. All right, you can see if that happens, right, then you go back to your 1 minute time frame. If you can also confirm on the higher time frame, it's still okay. Make sure on the higher time frames, even if you don't know what else to do, make sure that you see a closing price that is bearish. Right, make sure you see that the closing price on the higher time frames are bearish. If you eventually see a closing price of the 4 hours and it's bearish, then these are all solid confirmations that your 1 minute time frame is going to play out and you'll be in profit. So you quickly go to the 1 minute time frame after seeing all these confirmations and take your sell. Okay, you want to quickly go to 1 minute time frame and take your sell. Now I will want to take some sell positions here, but I'm not convinced because all those things I've explained had happened earlier, right? They happened earlier and they've already past that level. Okay, so I want to wait for price to come back to that level on the 15 minutes time frame and form a reversal structure, and then below crosses below the moving average in our main charts. Okay, if that happens, then I'll quickly go to 1 hour and check for bearish closing below the moving average, and then I also check the 4 hours candlestick. Right now I'm going to wait for the closing price of this current candlestick. All right, I'm going to wait for the closing price of the 4 hours candlestick here, and I hope that it closes bearish, just like what is happening already. All right, I hope it closes bearish. So you can already see that price had come to a key resistance region. Right, price had come to a key resistance region. So if those other confirmations are met, then I come back to the 1 minute time frame and see that this which is happening right now is also happening about that same time. Right, then I will place my sell and I'll be in good profit till I'll ride with the market till the next low. Right, I'll sell till the next low, and then I'll leave the market around the next low, or better still, I'll count like 15 to 20 candlesticks and leave the market. Of course, I would have calculated my risk. I would have seen that whatever I'm putting in is going to give me up to like double or more of what I'm risking, right, before I even decide to take this trade. So it's very important to always consider risk management when you are trading, so that you can be on the safe side. You can see the spike just happened. Had it been a rush into this market without looking up for those confirmations, I would be losing right now. Okay, I'll be losing right now. So these are things you need to really look out for before making that 1 minute strategy trade, right? Before making that 1 minute strategy entry. If it happens, trust me, your 1 minute time frame will always give you a very similar result. You always get winning results if you allow those conditions to be met before taking your trade. All right, if you keep back testing, you see more areas where these things keep playing out on the 1 minute time frame. But why does it really play out easily on the 1 minute time frame is because you have seen those confirmations on the higher time frames. That is what is going to build your confidence to holding or even making an entry on the Boom 1000 index market. Now, this is for us trading the Boom 1000 index market. We are looking to sell this time around. We are just scalping, looking to sell, make quick profits, boost our capital, and just keep compounding till we are good with enough profits in our account. You can make up to $1,000 using this strategy. You just have to sit down and just look for setups, right? So if you want to do this on the crash markets, let's say the crash 1000 market, we are going to be looking at the opposite of what we were doing on the Boom 1000 index market. So now we are looking to buy. Remember, on the crash on the Boom 1000 index we were looking to sell, but now we are looking to buy. And if we see price at that level, at the level 15 of our RSI, this time around we are looking at level 15, all right, we want to see that our MACD crosses below the level 15 and comes back above it, right? Let's say it crosses above, it has already hit the level 15 and has now come back above that level. We want to also see that our awesome oscillator becomes green this time around. We are not looking for the red stripes anymore. We're looking for green stripes right now around that same level. Okay, once this happens, we want to also see that on the main chart that there is a bullish closing price above the moving average on the main chart, just like what has happened here. And if all of this is happening, we want to confirm that the same thing is happening on the higher time frames, or there are bullish signals on the higher time frame. So let's go to 15 minutes. You see there was a closing of 15 minutes time frame. You see here price had closed bullish above the moving average on the 15 minutes time frame. So what we want to see is that, you see this thing which happened here, you want to see that it happens here, right? You want to see that it comes back. If you take a trade now, you are not safe, right? So you want to see that the moving average, what's it called, the awesome oscillator becomes green at this level. You want to see that the MACD becomes, the MACD crosses above the level 15 at this level, and you want to strike just after you've seen that confirmation, right? If you go to a higher time frame, you look for more bullish reasons to trust your 1 minute time frame. Just like I explained earlier, you're doing the opposite of what you did on the Boom 1000 index market. So if that is done, if all of that is clear, then you want to go to your 1 minute time frame and look for those opportunities, and then you might just find yourself a setup that could make you $1,000 rich, depending on how much patience you have to wait for these setups. All right, so I'll leave my WhatsApp number in the description box of this video, so you reach out to me if you need clarity on anything. If you have challenges in clarity, just reach out. I'll be there to attend to you guys. And I urge you guys to don't depend fully on these indicators. Gain price action knowledge, gain trading by yourself without the use of these indicators. Try to learn, enroll in my mentorship program. My strategy is one of the simplest there is out there, and it's the bomb. If you are part of my free group, you see for yourself that a lot is going on the VIP group. We are doing a lot of wonders. The students are testifying every day, right? So just make sure you join us, and you, in less than no time, become a professional trader who won't really need to depend on the indicators for your analysis. All right, now let's go to showing you guys the indicator strategy setup, right? Before I forget that, I need to show you guys the setup. So moving average on the main chart, we have period of 5, shift 0, method simple, apply to close. Levels are not needed, so you skip it. For visualization, leave it at all time frames and make sure you use a color that will be visible on your chart. Alright, use 2 pixels if you want to, it's fine. And then, like I said, use any color that is visible on your chart. If your chart is black, you know you are looking for bright colors. If your chart is white, you know you are looking for dark colors. So in my case, I'm using the black style here, black color here for style for the moving average. Click done and you have it on your chart. And then the next one will be the MACD, fast EMA of 12, slow EMA of 26, MACD SMA of 5, apply to close. No levels are needed, so you skip it. Visualization, all time frames, of course. And then for main style, maintain the color of the background of your chart. And then for signal, you can change to whatever color of your choice, but make sure it's visible on your chart. Click done when you're done with that, and move on to the AO, awesome oscillator. You see the setup is just default, so you just leave it like this. And then for relative strength index, you are using period of 1, apply to close, levels 85 and 15, time frame, all time frames of course. For styling, I'm using the same color as the background on my chart, so it's only the levels that I'm going to change the color so that the lines will appear on my chart. So I'm using black color here since the background on my chart is white. Alright, so set that up, practice it, make sure you're conversant with it, make sure you are cool with it before you even get to try it on your live account. And reach out, give testimonies. I'll be on the other side waiting for you guys. See you in the next video.